Hello and welcome to the Horsepower Podcast. Today we have a very special episode for many reasons. New set, we're quite excited about that. And it's a very bike heavy episode, right? So we've got a lot to talk about. Let's get started. My name is Ajinkya.
My name is Sanyam.
Yeah, and let's get started. Big news. The long-awaited KTM 390 SMC. This is like the supermoto bike, right? So it's basically what a supermoto is basically they take a motocross bike, they increase the suspension, and they add road tires. And man, I'm super excited for this because it's got all the ingredients. It's got that crazy 390cc or 350cc in both cases engine, and it's got spoke rims. And it just looks so crazy. Yeah, so these are a few of the stats we have. The starting price is rumored to be about 3.3 lakh rupees, which is a decent price. I feel like it's slightly above.
It's the ex-showroom price?
Ex-showroom. This is the rumored price. They haven't officially announced it.
Wow, it's a good deal.
It's slightly high. I think the Duke on road comes to about 3 lakhs, right? The Duke 390s, the 390R, sorry.
Yeah.
I think that comes to about 3 lakh rupees on road, if I'm not right.
Yeah, but
so it's within reason. Remember, this is going to be lighter than the Duke, right?
154.
It's going to have the same power. All right, and it's going to have a lot more suspension travel. So this thing's going to be quick on the streets, quick on the street.
Wow.
And okay, the styling. You know how I feel about the styling on KTM on the orange, on the loud orange, I should say. And we made a whole video about that. I think that'll be coming out soon.
Yes.
And man, I think it's just going to be this is going to be the proper pocket rocket. Proper pocket rocket. It's got small rims, 17-inch front and back, mono shocks on the rear, WP forks. And yeah, man, once this thing comes out, I think we're just going to see a lot of hooliganism on the streets, right?
Hopefully accidents nowadays.
and you know the thing with KTM in their marketing material, they have a guy doing stunts all the time. So they're just encouraging all of us KTM riders that don't ride this like a baby, right? Like don't take care of this bike, like really abuse it. And I think everyone's gonna do it.
Definitely.
Yeah, what's your take? What's your take on this?
Crazy, man. I just love the specs of this, like 154 kg.
154. So the standard one's about
one.
The
agility is going to be at different level, I feel. Like 154 kg क्या होता है यार? Like wow.
I think the Duke's 168, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
The 168 kg dry, without any fuel on board. So this one's gonna be even lighter. There's going to be two versions, like I said. There's going to be the 350cc version, which is GST compliant, and the SMCR version, which is the full 390 horsepower, 390cc. 44
I think they should
horsepower.
only go for the 390cc, like the 399cc, and not make an 349cc.
As long as there's some differentiating factor, as long as I'm okay with both.
Just bring some exclusivity to the
390cc, the R section, Oh yeah, then this thing would be
because then it would be worth paying, that much.
It'd be worth paying it.
Get something special extra.
I think that's the problem. Between the R and the regular version, we don't have a big enough differentiating factor. Apart, like visually, we don't have a differentiating factor. So
nothing in the specs also except the power. All the features are same.
Yeah. So to a non-enthusiast, you can lie and say, "Hey, this is the full 390cc. I have those extra 3 horsepower, right?"
Yeah.
Which shouldn't be the case, right? They should be. If you're getting in the car world, if you're getting the M. The M version, the proper M version, and the M Sport, there's always a difference.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So a true car enthusiast should be able to identify.
KTM, if you are watching this,
KTM, man,
please work on this.
This is a big rant, big rant. I cannot emphasize this enough, right? Like they need to get this done. And man, I'm excited. Funny story. I used to own an old Chinese bike. It's called a UM. It was a 150cc. It was also a supermoto, basically. And man, I went crazy with that bike. That's why I'm excited about this, because if KTM can pull it off, man, it would be the best bike for the street. They're lightweight, they're nimble, they're agile. You can rip through traffic with
this. This is going to be super agile, man. 154 kg.
154 kg.
For 400cc.
For 400
154 cc में there 154 kg में there are bikes
Yeah.
But 400cc, I
It's
don't
400
think so.
cc. Yeah,
We
yeah,
have
it's-
any good 400cc bike at this
it's
weight and
it's
this
got
price.
it's got all the bells and whistles. It's gonna be a racing bike with
Yeah.
number plates on it, basically.
Yes.
So that's what we're
Just
excited.
launch one bike like this version in a full black one so that
Yeah.
I can buy it. I don't
No,
want the
and
orange one.
KTM, if you're listening to this, give us a bike to test out, man. We'd love to test it out.
Yes, definitely.
And Sanyam's a tall boy, so man, this bike would suit him. This because you've got the race suspension. It's no
Yes.
longer like the Duke. It'll be race suspension, and man, I can't wait. I can't wait to see one of these on the road.
Crazy.
On to the next one. We've got a interesting story.
Again from KTM.
Again from KTM. Lots of spy shots this week, actually.
Yes.
So we've got a spy shot of the KTM 790 Adventure, and
For a second, I thought this is Himalayan 750.
this is so it's very similar in spec. I think the Himalayan 750 will be about 65 to 70 horsepower. This one's touching about 95, if I'm not mistaken, and I think it's in the next
87.
87 horsepower, right?
No, 95 horsepower and
horsepower.
87 Newton meter.
87 Newton meters of torque. So it'll be slightly above. It'll be slightly above the range of Himalayan. So it'll be interesting to see where the Himalayan stacks up. But yeah, I think the Himalayan has more curvy designs, and I kind of like those curvy designs. This one has more angular designs, but I love the spoke rims. I love that they're sticking to the spoke
and they also have the dual disc brakes in the front. So wow, that's
dual disc brake. That's a must now, right?
that's a must now for a 700cc, 800cc. You definitely
need that. Yeah. Okay.
So that's a great thing I feel they have done. Wow.
And here's my hot take. I think KTM's gonna. I think Royal Enfield's gonna sell way more units than KTM.
Yeah, let's see. These both are the direct competition. Okay, the Himalayan 750 which is going to come, and the KTM.
And I think BMW has an offering in the 800cc or the 900cc.
The range is totally different.
And then the pricing obviously.
The pricing is totally different. Yeah. This both could be very competitive. And let's see what specs do we get and what's the
what
when
the matchup
it comes in the market. We'll get to know more about it.
Yeah, all you guys who aspire to go to Ladakh and the Himalayas, man, this is gonna be a mainstay over there. And we're excited. Parallel twin engine also, which is where we've all been asking for it. Of course, in the higher CC segments.
Yes.
You know what's interesting for me is that we had a market where the Indian car makers were struggling to sell anything above 200cc.
Yeah.
Now cut to the modern era where we're basically touching 800cc as a normal middle class biker option, right? Maybe upper middle class biker option. So that's going to be quite interesting to see, because once that parallel twin people accept it, you're going to be seeing a lot of interesting bikes in that segment.
Yeah.
And man, I'm excited to see what happens in this case. Anything else to add?
Yeah, that's it. Next we have Karizma.
Yeah, let's talk about the Karizma then. Yeah, this one's everyone's favorite enthusiast bike. I think we started off with the RX, right? We started off with the RX, but that was the OG enthusiast bike. Yeah. Then we had a phase where the Pulsar and the Karizma were the enthusiast bikes. And now then KTM and Royal Enfield just took over.
Yes.
And I think now Karizma Hero wants a piece of the pie. I think they had a sales disaster with the 440 Harley and I don't know what their 440cc bike was called.
Yeah.
I think that was pretty much a sales disaster, looks wise, engine wise, everything. So I'm glad they brought back the Karizma name. And what's your take on it? Did you ever ride a Karizma?
No.
You never got to ride? Okay. You kind of see a few of them around, but
I have not seen much.
You have not seen much. So I think the original Karizma had 160cc, and now they're jumping up to the 250cc mark. So I'm excited for that. A few tech specs. I think the starting price would be somewhere around 2 lakh to 2.2 lakh. And then 250cc, of course, 30 bhp, which I think is enough.
It's enough
for a beginner enthusiast biker going to college. 30 bhp is more than enough.
More than enough, yeah.
And
for city it's perfect, yeah.
For city it's perfect.
For city and Sunday rides it's perfect.
Yeah,
man.
and it'll still be touching close to 200 kph, right? On the top speed.
Wow.
And expected December 2026 launch. So we're all excited for it. And
Yes.
yeah, lots of, like I said, lots of spy shots going around. This is our second one. We have a third one coming up. And yeah, on to our next story. We have a Royal Enfield fanboy here, so he'll go talk all about it. But yeah, basically, Royal Enfield, in collaboration with Roughcraft, which is a custom builder, has made 100 units of this bike, and only 25 have been allocated for India. 25.
Wow.
Yeah. So the standard shotgun is only not only, but it starts at about 4 lakh rupees. This is about 5 lakh 75.
Okay.
5.7 lakh rupees
Okay.
starting price.
Okay.
Of course, there'll be a few optional extras and the likes. Yeah, tell me your take, because you're the resident Royal Enfield
Okay.
fanboy in
So if I talk about the strategic thing, Royal Enfield should not launch 100 units. They should at least launch like 1,000 units or something in the beginning, and afterwards they can reduce the count, as they jump into this kind of limited edition stuff. Because like 25 units in India, like I mean, like you will
So
hardly.
my take on this is that 25 units, they'll get sold immediately.
Yeah.
Right? And the problem with 25 units is you'll never get to see it on the road.
Yeah,
Some
exactly.
collector will buy it and
Yeah.
park it in his garage
Yeah.
for life.
For
no
life.
one's going to ever see
Yeah,
it.
exactly,
Okay, so
exactly.
yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
You need at least 1,000 units.
Yeah, at
to-
least
to
1,000 units. Thoda sa usko, give
And
it.
I'll tell you why 1,000 units is perfect. Because let's be honest, if you look at the bike, mechanically it's unchanged.
Yeah.
It's just a few cosmetic changes. So,
Yeah, exactly.
the
They have
customers are gonna-
they have not even changed the exhaust. Like I don't like the exhaust, like the look of the
Yeah.
exhaust. Like इतना बदला तो ये भी बदल ही देते.
so
Like
give it mechanically, give it at least a bit more power, a bit more torque.
Yeah, at
make
least
it
add
ride
some
different.
features like
And,
maybe cruise control or something, for highway touring or something. They could at least add that. उतना तो कर सकते थे.
Yeah. If you go to the next image, so the bike's based off of a Roughcraft creation, which is not road legal, and so this is called the Royal Caliber. And I think it looks sexy. Look at the exhaust, first of all.
Wow.
So if
This is the exhaust.
This is the exhaust that should have been there. So I just feel like mechanically they should have done something.
Yeah. Not like this, but something at least
Something to
unique than this.
Exactly my point.
Yeah.
And I completely agree with you on this.
Yeah.
And I just don't. I think the Royal Enfield's missing the mark. I'm sorry. I know you're a big.
Actually they are,
And we agree. Don't get us wrong. We agree with the limited edition models. Just have more.
Yeah.
250 for India would have been
because
perfect.
if there would be, if there are 1,000 units and maybe 500 for India, it would, it would be visible to the audience, and which will create more hype about the limited edition thing. And if you are not able to see only, so many people don't know about ki ye bhi kuch launch hua hai.
And the problem is mechanically it's unchanged. So you're just doing cosmetic changes. You could have made more so that it would have still been rare. But you would have at least seen one once a year at least. Like a true enthusiast would know. 25 units, I don't think we're going to ever see anyone drive them.
And they're just going to
appreciate in value.
Exactly.
My other worry is, this does happen fairly often. True customers aren't going to get them. What's going to happen is someone inside of Royal Enfield or someone who knows the dealership is going to end up getting one and parking it. And then on day one, I guarantee you the price of these will shoot up to 10 lakhs minimum.
Yeah.
Right? Because there's so few units.
Correct.
And Royal Enfield's going to lose out on it. Instead, make 250 units for India. And then price it at that level. Right? Yes, I agree with you. Later on, you could have done 25 units, but do a lot more mechanical changes.
You can, slowly and steadily work on that. At least create the hype first. अब 25 unit ही यदि बन के निकल भी जाएंगे, anyone would never get to know कि भाई this also exists. And what true enthusiasts will do, they'll buy a normal one and they'll modify it by their own.
They'll modify. So just cosmetic changes. So you can pinstripe it to have the yellow striping.
And even in a less price, you'll do that. You won't take 1.7 lakhs, right? Which you are paying extra.
You don't want these dupes basically running around in the market. You're right. I completely agree with you.
Baki, I don't need to say anything on tank. Tank mein Royal Enfield is always.
And I like the emblem. I like the solid emblem that they've put on. I think that's great.
That's great.
Look, they still have the plastic kill switch starter. Like, come on. It's all about the details when it comes to these things. So I'm kind of disappointed with what they've gone. Yeah, the tank looks beautiful. But man, come on, Royal Enfield, you're I don't know. You've missed the mark. I'm sorry. On to the next story. Let's get on to cars now. It's been a it's been a quiet week in terms of cars, not many launches. But yeah, as you can see from the Lamborghini logo and the manual shifter, Lamborghini's spokesperson has actually come out and said, we're not going to go down the route of building a manual thing, which we spoke about in our first
Yeah.
podcast, that we thought more manufacturers would follow suit and
Yeah.
build a manual gearbox.
When Ferrari did it, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, tell me what's your take about it, and then I'll chime in.
I don't know, maybe is something this is strategical or something for them because they are doing this, they are going against what other brands are doing, or maybe something like that to stand out or something. Maybe because they are going for it. Because I don't see any other reason why they are going for the automatic or discontinue, like not going with the manual one.
You know what I feel? I just feel like they just want to make headlines. Ferrari made headlines. Ferrari's been in the limelight for a while.
Yeah, this is a strategy, I feel.
So they just want to take a bit of the limelight onto themselves, so that we talk about it on this podcast, and we don't talk about Ferrari. But having said that, I think we've mentioned the name Ferrari in this podcast more than Lamborghini, right? So they're losing out at the end of the day. So I feel like a year down the line, a year from now, we would have a podcast where they'll take a 180 and say, hey, no, we are building a manual. And it'll definitely come to either the new Temerario or the Revuelto. I feel like the Revuelto because of the V12 engine. I think that's the perfect one. Make it limited edition again.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, and then we can have a proper head-to-head with the V12 Lamborghini Revuelto and the V12 Ferrari 12 Cilindri.
Yes.
And again, I keep butchering that name. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what's happening in that space. And I guarantee you, more and more car makers will jump onto it.
Yeah, definitely, because they are not just selling car, they are not just selling a luxury or not selling a logo or something. They are actually selling an experience. When you see, so when you sell an experience, the customer should feel that, power, that, the raw power. And
at the end of the day, customers aren't buying these cars to go fast around the track.
They don't need convenience. They don't need something unique. They just, they just want that feel, man. Ki, oh,
मेरे पास ये
है. वो riding experience चला जाएगा. No one who buys Ferrari will have a driver to, drive a Ferrari, like majority people. They will drive by their own, right?
Exactly.
So they should focus on that. It's not a Rolls Royce that you do anything that doesn't matter. Because जो Rolls Royce पे बैठा है वो पीछे बैठेगा. He won't drive, right? So that's a different thing which Lamborghini should know.
But it also, along with that, they did also say, and they've also been stressing this out multiple times, that they're not going to go for a fully electric, which we all agree with. Yeah, I think Lamborghini is a wild brand and they shouldn't go down that route. Yes, they'll continue to improve their V8, the V12. They'll compete and make those more exciting. And so we appreciate that. And we know how long the life cycles of some of these cars are. They keep bringing out these editions. So we would like to see a manual version of the Revuelto. I think and yeah, they'll sell like crazy. Let's be honest, like they wouldn't be able to keep up. Yeah, and moving on to our second last story, I should say, because we've got a bit of a teaser at the end.
Porsche guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a Porsche fanboy. So on the Nürburgring, which is like the famous racetrack in Germany, Porsche had been testing this Ducktail spoiler. Now, for those of you who don't know what the Ducktail spoiler is, it got introduced in the 70s with the RS Carrera, and so they want to bring back this version of the spoiler. The GT3 RS always had this crazy downforce inspired spoiler, but now I think Porsche are looking back at what they've done really cool in the past, and bringing it back. And this is my argument. This is my argument. I think a lot more car makers need to go back in the past, see what was cool, and bring that back.
Yes.
Lamborghini made a cool spoiler on the Countach. Bring that back for the Revuelto. Right. I think that the new Countach made missed the mark, and you need to bring back that spoiler.
Yes.
And I'm sure Ferrari has it in somewhere down in their line. Every car maker.
This looks amazing, man.
This looks amazing. Looks amazing, and I like that they're doing this. And Porsche is the only cool brand at the moment that's experimenting with wild ideas.
They are experimenting a lot. That Toy Story collab.
The Toy Story collab.
And they're killing it, man. I feel.
And this is a hot take. Germans aren't known for having fun. But something happens when you open get into Porsche. They're just like these crazy engineers who are like, given free reign. And yeah, I think they should keep doing more and more of this. Look at this. Look at this. This is what Porsche used to do in the 70s. And they're still doing crazy stuff. You can spec your current Porsche to look similar to this.
Yes.
Which you can't do that in a Ferrari. You can't do that.
You can't do
so
that
many
in Ferrari,
in so
right.
many cars. Yeah, Ferrari is still restricted to that red or yellow, ketchup and mustard color combination. And I don't know. I'm not too pleased with that. I like that Porsche.
They are just they are just bringing the old things again and again.
Old things again,
just like the Royal Enfield did for 535 to 650 and now jumping to 750.
No, but the difference is at least the performance is going up and up, right? Like it's not it's whereas with Royal Enfield they're sticking to
Royal Enfield is not for performance, okay? It's just for the feel.
Just for the feel. Yeah. Okay, and now just to end the segment, we've got something special. And I'll hand it over to Sanyam right now. We obviously have a segment where we talk about
again. We are back again on 535.
So we've got a bit of an update. Take it over, Sanyam.
So if you don't know, I own one GT535 2014 model, and these are the images.
Look at these shots. Look at these. Okay. I love your 535. I'm yet to ride it. He's not given me the keys. I don't think he trusts me with the keys yet. And Finally, after searching for this is a 2014 bike and I really don't get any spare parts for it or anything for this. This is the lovely trouble I have, but I wanted a cowl for this so that I can make it a single seat and a detachable thing so that whenever I want I can do it dual and single. And finally I got a guy from Jammu, from somewhere I got his number, and I got this is a secret contact, isn't it?
Secret contact, yeah. If you want a cowl like this for 535, you have to contact me. And I got this cowl. Wow.
Hey, you don't contact him, you have to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to the channel.
Obvious, and I got this cowl, and this is going to be delivered by next week, and I am going to give you an update on this, how this is going to look on my bike.
Yeah, so we'll mount it on, we'll take lots of pictures, we'll probably put a video up of him riding.
Probably I'll give the keys to Ajinkya.
And then and I've been telling you for the longest time, I don't think you need to do any modifications to your bike apart from this, right? And it's amazing that you got to find it. There's small cosmetic changes. You just need to brush the aluminium, restore the engine just to look a bit better. But man, I think you have the perfect bike.
Yeah,
the perfect retro classic bike. It looks so good, man. I love the look of this bike. It's what do you tell us? What do you think in the comment section? And I've always said that I've always said that Royal Enfield lost its aura now. But man, back then they had it, right? It
so was killing me at that time. I need to paint the chassis and all, man. It's
in due time. I think the cowling, the single seater cowling will change the look completely.
Yeah, completely. Let's see. I'm excited.
Follow us for that. Follow us for that. Yeah. And that's it for the podcast.
Yes.
Follow us on Instagram, subscribe to us, comment, share. It helps us a long way. You have no idea how much it helps us.
Yes.
And hopefully next week we have a big announcement on what we're trying to plan, what we're trying to launch. It's a platform purely focused for car and bike enthusiasts. And we'd like you to... You're going to
love it.
Yeah, you're going to love it. We'd like you to check it out.
Yes.
And that's it. That's all we have for you today. See you next week. Cheers.
Bye.